Story number 3. The new Democrat rules are fascinating. It's almost like that phrase Democrat doesn't mean anything to them. And we can say it very, very succinctly, and I will do that. The new rule for the Democrats is this. The fewer votes you get, the more power you have. That's a cool rule. If you're an autocrat. A fake doctor, Jill Biden, is running fake cabinet meetings in the real White House. She's not a cabinet official. She's not on the cabinet. And incidentally, no one on the cabinet was elected. They went through confirmation, some of them. She's presiding over this as they've decided to embed the fakery into the White House stationery, apparently. So-called Dr. Jill Biden's name appearing right below that of the figurehead and the seal of the President of the United States of America. Now, this might be Joe Biden digging at Kamala Harris, saying, meet my new VP. Since you stabbed me in the back, I'll make it Jill. But then again, that would require some mental acuity of Joe Biden and, in fact, knowledge that he still maintains the title of president, even though he's truly the figurehead. This is Jill Biden running a cabinet meeting. Fake doctor, fake cabinet meeting.
This is an important and interesting cabinet meeting because of who is not there, which was Vice President Harris, obviously, who has her campaign schedule. But then because of the spotlight that the First Lady did have, she talked about the fact that sometimes the White House, in her words, surprises you. And for somebody who has worked on women's health issues for her whole career, frankly, as a teacher, but also as the Second Lady and now as the First Lady, she said one of the things that struck her the most was the inequities in medical research, funding for medical research for women. So this is an important priority of hers that she had the opportunity to at this cabinet meeting to spotlight. And as you had that great interview with her, Peter, talking about the fact that, yes, a burden may have been lifted from her husband's shoulder in one respect with the end of his campaign, but there's still a lot of work that they both intend to do during their last few months in office here.
Fake doctor running a cabinet meeting. They haven't had a real cabinet meeting in, 12 weeks? And guess who's there? The Mockingbird media. To celebrate this, because it's all very, very normal. Kamala Harris did not receive a single vote. She seized power. The fewer votes you get, the more power you have. Think of the unelected bureaucrats running the country. Think of the 740 intelligence officials who are telling you how you must vote. They're not elected, and they've got massive power. You know who else is gathering power? Cartels and street gangs, and in this case, rioters in New York City who decided to shut down the subway as revenge for a man who was taken out by police, shot by police. Oh, he happened to be black, which is why he was shot. Well, not really. Because a lot of black people walk around that are not shot. I checked on this. I found out that in New York City, it's okay to be black and go on the trains and not get shot. That's a real thing. In fact, it says right there, black people welcome. But not when you're knife wielding. The event turned into this. Rioters going down into the subway tunnels in an effect to make sure that people cannot get home or to work. They're unelected, but they've got a lot of power. You'll notice something if you're watching the video. Remember, this was a black guy shot in New York City. This didn't happen in the Middle East, and yet, look at all the interesting scars. Look at all the headdresses. As the young people rush into the subway tunnel, some of them masked, of course, because why not? I see Hamas flags, PLO flags, cops trying to keep them out from the actual train area. And the protesters not behaving well. They're unelected with a lot of power. Say, the power to shift the electoral college vote by their mere presence. The power to seize an apartment building and be allowed to keep it. The power in the western states to rob $999 worth of stuff from a store and not face charges. The power in the separate country of Washington state to be pulled over for a DUI, to be clearly drunk beyond the ability to drive, and to be let off because you're an illegal immigrant. The less votes you receive, the more power you have. Why would you not extend that down to the people who didn't vote for you? but their mere body presence means you're going to get more power. This is just another form of election rigging. For every time they scream democracy, the people on the left show they scream it because internally they hate it and they want to see it destroyed.